You know, it was a period in the 1980s when Ellie Law was the greatest drama program on the planet, and this guy basically was a straw that stirred the drink. Alan Rachins, who was best known again for his award-winning role as Douglas Brackman on the popular, what do you call it, crime drama, L.A. Law. It earned him both Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, and his portrayal of Larry, Dharma's hippie father, the TV series Dharma to Greg, also brought him to a new generation. Now, born in Cambridge, Massachusetts, October 3rd, 42, to a Jewish family, he was the son of Edward and Ida Rachins of Boston. His father was in a family food manufacturing business called Snowcrest. He graduated from Brookline High School and enrolled at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, ultimately dropping out, but managed to graduate from Empire State College at the young age of 22. He moved to New York to study acting. Beginning in 1967, he performed a succession of plays, including the original Broadway productions of After the Rain, and, he graduated Empire State at 32. Succession of plays include the original Broadway productions of After the Rain and Hadrian VII, as well as the original Broadway productions of The Trojan Women and the controversial nudie musical or comedy musical O Calcutta. In 72, he put his acting career on hold when he was accepted as a fellow in the writing and directing programs at the AFI, or American Film Institute. He went on to sell scripts to a variety of shows, including The Fall Guy, Hill Street Blues, for obvious reasons, because Stephen Bochco was his brother-in-law, Knight Rider, Quincy, and Heart to Heart. Despite these successes as a writer and director, Rachins returned to his acting career with a leading role in Harry Jaglom's independent film Always. This critically acclaimed film brought him widespread attention, and ultimately led to his role on Ellie Law, which he was probably one of the most complex characters on the show, who basically was looking for love in all the wrong places and fell in love with his father's lover. He continued working in feature films and provided the voice for the Clock King in 2 episodes of Batman the Animated Series, and later in 1 episode of Justice League Unlimited. His later theater appearances, including the world premiere of Arthur Lawrence Attacks of the Heart at the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick, New Jersey. At the Cape Playhouse, he played the part of Matthew Harrison Brady in Inherit the Wind. He tackled the role of Albin in La Cage aux Folles at the Jupiter Theatre, was also seen in Love Letters with Swoosie Kurtz at Beverly Hills Cornet Theatre, and starred the revival of Promises with, get this, Jason Alexander, Gene Smart, and Alan Thicke at the Freud Theatre in L.A. Now, when he appeared on the ABC television series Eli Stone, he played a attorney, typecasting of course, in consultation with Stone. The name Brackman can be seen in inverted letters on a translucent wall behind Rachins. For 2 seasons, he also provided the voice of Norman Osborn in the animated series The Spectacular Spider-Man and scared kids crazy. He also appeared on the TNT TV series Rizzoli and Isles as a recurring guest star, and guest starred again as Frank, Bob's father, and Gabe, PJ, and Teddy's granddad in the Good Luck Charlie episode It's a Charlie Duncan Thanksgiving. Now, Rachins and actress Joanne Frank married in 78 and have a son. The couple formed a production company, Allofit Productions, which acquired books and original screenplays developed for TV and feature films. Rachins was a member of Mensa International. He also supported Jesse Jackson in his Democratic run for president in 88. Now, he died, unfortunately, from heart failure at Cedar Sinai, a medical center in L.A. on Saturday, November 2nd, 2024, at the age of 82. So a Renaissance man for sure. Now, Ellie Lau was his big break on TV. He did 171 episodes. But on film, Thunder Run, Hard Condition, North, Showgirls, Meet Wally Sparks, Leave It to Beaver, Answers to Nothing, and Scooby-Doo Mecha Mutt Menace. And the last 2, of course, voice actor. Now, L.A. Law, he played Douglas Brackman for 171 episodes. He was on J.J. Starbuck, Ferris Bueller, The Golden Girls, Batman the Animated Series, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, Rugrats, Diagnosis Murder, Stargate SG-1, Dharma and Greg, where he appeared 119 episodes, Justice League Unlimited, that's The Clock King, The Spectacular Spider-Man, 15 episodes as Norman Osborn, Good Luck Charlie, Rizzoli and Isles, American Dad, Grey's Anatomy, Young Sheldon, and NCIS. And like I said, he was nominated for Ellie Law twice with the Globes and the Emmys. So, ladies and gentlemen, the L.A. Law, talk about his character. It ran from September 1586 to the mid-90s, May 19th, 1994. And again, he was part of the main cast for pretty well the whole of the show. Now, his character again was very complex. It's something that you have to see to believe. It's sort of like a combination of what you would see in a normal lawyer. Now, there was supposed to be a sequel in 2000, but that was knocked off. So again, the Rachins, part of a very, very talented cast. He was nominated for supporting actor in '88, alongside Larry Drake, Jimmy Smithson, and also Corbin Burnson and Tucker were on the lead, or getting a lot of nominations. Now, let's see, going over the awards here. In the Golden Globe Awards, he was nominated in, let's see if I can get this for you. He was nominated for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Series, miniseries, or motion picture made for TV in that 1988 season. But a very strong cast. You had Harry Hamlin, Michael Tucker, Susan Day, Jill Eikenberry, Harry Hamlin again, Corbin Burnson, and Larry Drake, Susan Rattan. Pretty well the whole front cast were nominated. And Blair Underwood, of course, and Amanda Donoghue later on. So he's really going to be missed. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if the show is still in major syndication in the States and Canada. There was some talk a while ago that CHCH was going to show it. But just like a ER, there's sort of limitations when it can show between the 3 and 6 o'clock hour during the day in Canada. But the various plots of his major character, it was sort of like Hill Street Blues. There's multiple plots going on, 6 or 7 and crossover in different episodes. But he was the guy he was ahead of the ship, and what a ship it was. Now, just to remind everybody at the show, it was created by Stephen Bochco and Terry Lewis Fisher, and centers on the partners, associates, and staff of an LA law firm. The show contains many of Bochco's trademark features, including an ensemble cast, a large number of parallel storylines, social drama, and off-the-wall humor. Now, guest stars on the show include Don Cheadle, Jeffrey Tambor, Kathy Bates, David Schwimmer, Shelley Hack, J.O. Sanders, James Avery, Gates McFadden of Star Trek Next Generation fame, Bryan Cranston, C.H. Pounder, Kevin Spacey, Richard Schiff, Carrie Ann Moss, William H. Macy, Stephen Root, Christian Slater, Steve Buscemi, and Lucy Liu. And numerous celebrities showed up. I think he dated Vanna White in an episode too as well. Vanna White, Buddy Hackett, and Mamie Van Dorn appearing themselves in comedy roles. Now, it ranked in the top 30 for the first 6 seasons and won 15 Emmys, for outstanding drama. Now, the series, again, is set around the fictional LA-based law firm Mackenzie Brackman, Cheney Cusack, later Mackenzie Brackman, Cheney Cusack, and Becker, and feature attorneys at the firm and various members of the support staff. And like I said, it went fast. So, ladies and gentlemen, Alan's going to be really missed. I think the thing is, we always thought in our family he was the best part of the show, because what you saw is what you get. He was a no-nonsense guy. And like I said, if anybody's going to be a Canadian lawyer in the show, you had that aspect of the Canadian lawyer aesthetic, which is no bullshit. So Alan Rachins, a great actor who will be greatly missed. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing here with our Vintage Tribute podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.